We don't usually ruin our lives all at once. We do it slowly, by choosing comfort over and over again. See, most people today are trying to escape discomfort. We avoid hunger, we avoid boredom, we avoid silence, we avoid effort. But what if comfort is exactly the thing that is trapping us? Because the path back to ourselves is often hidden behind the very discomfort that we have been trying to avoid. Modern life has made escape effortless. If we're bored, there's a screen. If we're stressed, there's a distraction. If we're tired, we reach for something easy. And over time, we begin building a life that's built entirely around comfort. But comfort has a hidden cost. Because when everything in your life is designed, because when everything in your life is engineered to remove discomfort, we slowly lose the person who grows under pressure. Think about the moments in life that actually changed us. It probably wasn't the easy times. It was probably the times that we had to choose something uncomfortable, where we did what we said we would, even if we didn't want to. When we turned away from the easy thing and stayed with what mattered. And in these moments, we showed up for ourselves. That's where identity is formed. Because discipline isn't really about suffering like I thought it was. It's about remembering who we are capable of becoming. And if this makes sense to you, stay with me. Because this is where things start to change. The problem today is not that people are weak. It's that we are surrounded by escape routes. Social media, endless streaming, games that were designed to take all of your attention, food that was designed to override hunger. And every one of those things whispers the same lie. Stay comfortable. But the truth is this: comfort is a great place to visit, but it's a terrible place to live, because growth requires discomfort. Strength requires resistance. Clarity requires silence. And identity requires challenge. Look at the things most people avoid. Cold water, early mornings, hard work, delayed gratification. These things feel uncomfortable in the moment, but they do something powerful. They remind us that we are stronger than that little voice in our head that is trying to convince us to stay comfortable. And every time we choose discomfort, we reclaim a small piece of ourselves. That's why people who begin these practices all describe the same feeling. Not just stronger, not just healthier, but clearer, more grounded, more aligned, because discomfort strips away the noise. It removes the distractions, and what remains is the person that's underneath all of that comfort. The person that we'd been wanting to become for so long. So if you've been feeling stuck, this is where you pick up the momentum. See, the real question is not, how do I make life easier? The real question is, which discomfort is worth embracing? Because the things that will rebuild our lives the way that we want often feel difficult at first. The early alarm, the cold water, the empty gym, the quiet room. But those small choices are not punishments. They're invitations back to the person that comfort slowly buried. And the moment we begin choosing intentionally, life becomes simpler. Our minds become clearer, and slowly we begin returning to the person that we were meant to be. Because comfort will never build the life that we want, but discipline will. And discipline begins with one small decision. Choose the harder path just once. Then again tomorrow. Then again the day after that. And eventually, you won't recognize the person you used to be. This is the Birdsong way.